Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick haul before I run off. I'm actually about to go to like a little happy hour cocktail thing, and so I just wanted to do a video since I'm like actually done up for once, and because I've been so busy, it's been really hard. Like I try to get home and I try to film, but I'm just really tired, and I figured you guys don't want to watch a video where I'm just like whole time. But anyways, so I'm going to start off with nail products. I have a few nail products. I also tried out a few face products. So one thing I was really looking for has been like a different top coat. I still really like Mszjackiechu. I think Mszjackiechu is an amazing top coat, but I do want a different top coat just because, you know, I love how Mszjackiechu works, but I hate how it gets so goopy. I feel like it's such a poor investment because after, you know, 4 or 5 tries, it's just totally thick and unusable, and it's really thick and that encourages chipping. And so the first one that I tried was this Hong Kong girl one. I know, it's like really fobby, huh? But my sister, like I said, is really into nail art lately, and I guess supposedly someone said this was really good. I didn't like this at all. I thought it was just like a very basic, generic top coat. I didn't find that it was particularly shiny or that it really made my nail polish last longer. And so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one at all. And the brush felt really cheap too, I remember that. I thought the brush felt cheap, but I just felt like it was like one of those, you know, cheap drugstore top coats that's really just a clear nail polish. So the next thing I tried was from Etude House. I actually got this from Yesstyle. I tried out a few of their nail polish. I actually tried out a lot of their nail polish. I also tried skin food polishes, which I really like. And so this is the Jelly Pop Nail Top Coat. It's high glossy coating, has long lasting nail protection. I actually really like this one. This one's a little bit thicker than Mszjackiechu. I feel like Mszjackiechu's really thin when you first open it. This one's like a little bit thicker than that, but still fairly thin. I'm wearing it right now. If I were to say the only difference with Mszjackiechu, one thing I really like about this is that I feel like it doesn't have as much fumes. I feel like Mszjackiechu is just very strong in fumes, and I really don't like that. I also like how this one doesn't get super thick and goopy even after, you know, 4, 5, 6 tries. It still seems to be, you know, pretty much the same consistency, which is really important to me because I feel like Mszjackiechu, yeah, it's really great the first 4 or 5 times you use it, but then it gets frustrating because it's just not as good for the next few tries. So I'm actually a really big fan of this. If you think, you know, Mszjackiechu just smells too strongly, you're kind of concerned about the stuff in Mszjackiechu, I would maybe check this one out because I actually think that this is a really great top coat. If I were to say, you know, any bad things about it, I feel like it's very chip resistant. I feel like it's pretty much on the same level as Mszjackiechu in that regard, but I feel like the only bad thing about it is I think that Mszjackiechu is slightly shinier. This one's pretty shiny too. By the way, I'm gonna have pictures of the nail products on my blog, but I feel like Mszjackiechu is just a little bit shinier and a little bit more like kind of more acrylic looking. But this one just, it's still shiny, it's just not as shiny as Mszjackiechu. So the next thing that I tried was this Butter London Teddy Girl nail polish, and this is what it looks like. This is the first Butter London polish I tried. When I first tried it, I hated it. I don't know why, I hated the color because when you first apply it on the first time, it looks super streaky. It's just basically this super milky pink, milky baby light pink. The first few strokes when you put it on, you just think it looks awful. Like with the first coat, it just looks really bad and streaky. It literally looks like chalk or like white paint, and then you just keep painting it on and it looks a lot better once you hit about 3 coats. 3 coats is when it was opaque for me. And I actually really like this color because it's very hard for me to, you know, venture out and try, you know, really bright colors like teal or mint green. Those kind of colors just don't look that great on me. And so I was surprised by how much I liked this once I actually put it on all my nails with the top coat, and it looked a lot better. Very soft pink. I actually have a picture of this as well on my blog, but my nails were chipped when I wore it. Sorry. The next thing I tried was this Canmake polish, and this one I also got from Yesstyle. So this is basically just like a coral pink. It's called Peach Cream, and this is what it looks like. It's very small, as you guys can see. Let's compare it to this one right here. Let's compare it to Butter London. It's really small. So that would be the first negative thing I would have to say about this one. I also had to take 4 coats to get a really pretty color, but once I hit those 4 coats, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. It reminded me a lot of Essie formula. You know how Essie has that kind of jelly look, but then you just really have to build it up, and then it gets really thick, and you kind of ends up pulling it around if you don't let it dry all the way. So I feel like it kind of reminds me of Essie in that way. But I really love the color. I think I like the color even more than Chanel Distraction, which is my favorite coral polish. But obviously Distraction is the better polish in the fact that it's just easier to apply. As you can see, here's Distraction, and this one's Peach Dream. It's actually a lot pinker than this. I also have a picture of this on my blog. You guys can see it there if you guys are interested. But it's a really gorgeous color once you get it on, you know, after your 4 coats. But then it looks really good after that, so I'm a really big fan of that. But like I said, the only negative thing is that it's kind of a small bottle, and if you're doing, you know, 4 coats of this small bottle, I can just see it going away very quickly. But I think it's a gorgeous color, but just a lot of work. Next thing I tried is this Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a makeup setting spray. So I wore it today. I don't know if you guys can see. And so I like to use setting sprays after I wear any kind of, foundation, just because it helps take away a little bit of that fake look. And I think this is the best setting spray for people who are oily like me. I'm very, very oily, and I basically, just put on my foundation, put on a little bit of loose powder that's clear, translucent, and then I spray this all over my face and I let it set, and that's usually good enough for me. Some people have said that they will spray it on first and then put on their foundation and then spray it again, and they say like it makes their makeup stay for forever. If you put a little bit too much on before you apply all your makeup, then it makes your face kind of stiff. Also, if I were to say anything bad about this, it's that when you first spray it, it kind of smells like hairspray, or like kind of alcohol-y. I don't know. I don't really like the smell when you first put it on, but then it goes away once it dries down. But the smell is kind of like concerning, alcohol. The smell of alcohol, because alcohol kind of dries out your skin. It really does smell a lot like rubbing alcohol, so that's kind of like scary. But I think this is the best after foundation spray for oily people. So I really, really recommend this if you're someone who likes to wear foundation and you're oily, so you obviously have to put powder over it, but then it gives you that kind of caked up look. This really helps reduce that caked up look. So thank you, Lisa. This is from my friend Lisa. Thank you. I really like it. Last thing I tried was from Benefit. They actually sent me this blush. They sent me a bunch of other stuff too, and I think originally it was because they were trying to promote their new foundation, and I ended up reaching for this. What happened was I was rushing home because I had to be somewhere at 8 a.m. and I misplaced the rest of my makeup, and so the only makeup I had was this Benefit bag full of their foundations, their powders, and their blushes. And I was thinking, okay, well, since I can't wear my normal makeup, which is like eyeliner focus, mascara focus, I'm just gonna have to do, a very natural makeup look with foundation, contour with blush, add a little bit of mascara since they had mascara in the bag as well. And I was freaking out and I was so upset because eyeliner is the one thing that I really, really like, and I really just don't like being without. And so I was freaking out. I put this on. I just smelled the box. I went, it smells so good. It smells like those rose pastille candies. I used to eat them all the time as a kid. That's what it exactly smells like. And you have a little brush like this, and you just sweep it back and forth. And then you just buff it. And one thing I really like about this is that it helps. I'm a lazy person. I like to have lazy people products. And so this helps you kind of give you a little bit of contour as well as give you color. Because, in the morning, this has become my everyday blush. This is what I wear every single day just because this is all I have to do. And it helps you contour as well as give your face color, because it ends up being like this pink, but if you rub it more, it ends up being a little bit of a deeper pink. And it's really, really nice, really wearable, and it's not so pink to the point where you're like, oh wow, that person's wearing, really, really obvious blush. I don't know, I think it's a really great everyday color, so it's been my everyday color for the past 2 months now. I don't know if you can kind of see it right there. It's pretty subtle, but then you can definitely build it up. I just don't like to wear it, super dark. And this looks really good on my skin tone. So if you're somebody who has more deep yellow skin tone, then I would definitely try this out. So that's it. I'm gonna go run now because I'm already late. And I hate being late. I think being late is really rude. And so I'm gonna go drive over there right now, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! And by the way, I'm gonna have a big clothing haul soon. And also enter my giveaway. You guys can see my giveaway right here. So that's it. If you guys have any questions about any of the products, then let me know and I'll answer them down in the description box. I'm really glad because I have a lot of things I liked to show you this month, because I feel like sometimes I don't have a lot of things that I like. But this month there's a lot of things I like. If you guys are ever in Sephora, you guys should really smell this blush because it smells amazing. You even have a little mirror. I don't really use the mirror, but I do like this brush because it helps contour, because I'm not, the most structured person as far as face structure goes. So that's it. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now because I'm really gonna go. Bye guys.